Hey, Chet, John Fanta from Fox Sports. Thanks for taking the time with us. I just want to start out with you by asking, when you look at the avenue that you took of being at Gonzaga and going the college basketball route, what do you think are the benefits of playing college basketball like you just did versus going the route of a G League Ignite or an overtime Elite One like that?
Yeah, I think there's different advantages to whatever route anybody picks. And for anybody, they're going to have to figure out exactly what they need and what's the best fit for them. But, I thought college was the best fit for me. Playing for a coach like Coach Few, who's been doing it at such a high level for so long. I didn't think I could find anybody better to learn from and play for. As well as just trusting that tried and true kind of past and continuing on that road that he's kind of started paving at Gonzaga and just kind of jumping right in where the past guys have left off and just getting to work.
Thanks, Chet.
Yeah.
Next, we'll go to Andrew Schlecht.
Andrew Schlecht of The Athletic. Chet, have you had a workout with the Thunder in Oklahoma City? And then if so, what was that workout like? What was the feedback?
Oh yeah, I've had a few workouts with teams. I'm not gonna disclose as far as who that is or what went down in those workouts. But I was really well prepared for them. With my 2 months of pre-draft training that I did out in California with P3 and on the basketball court as well. I was really prepared for them.
Can you tell me how you think you'd fit with the Thunder and their young core?
As far as like fit with the players that they have right now, really?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like I could fit in with almost anybody. I feel like I'm somebody who highlights other players' skills as well as finds where to fit in with my skills. I feel like I have a wide variety of skills that can pair well with anybody, but especially a point guard like Josh Giddey, who has great vision, knows how to get into the teeth of defense and distribute the ball, make life easy for me. And I feel like, being a lob threat as well as being able to open up the floor for him as well, spacing the floor, things like that. And then with Shea, he doesn't really need any help from anybody. He's a hell of a player. He can get to wherever he wants to on the floor and make things happen on his own. But, again, just spacing the floor and, figuring out where to fit in with those guys, what they like to do and how I compare. I feel like that'd be an easy transition.
Next, we'll go to Jonathan Bradley.
Hey, Chet, really appreciate the time today. I wanted to ask you how you think that you would fit on the Sacramento Kings roster alongside guys like De'Aaron Fox and fellow Gonzaga Bulldog, Domas Sabonis, and what do you think sets you apart from the rest of the draft class?
I feel like those are obviously two great players and a former Zag. So obviously I have high regards for Domas. And again, just figuring out what their strengths are, how they like to play, and how I can, pair with them well. I feel like I said, I can pair with almost anybody and use my variety of skills to help them out as well as myself. Again, spacing the floor, spacing the floor vertically as well as horizontally. And I played with a great Gonzaga big man last year, Drew Timme. So I feel like there'd be a Zag connection there, whether it's high-low or however we do it. I feel like I could work really well with Domas or whoever I'm playing with.
Appreciate it.
Next, we'll go to Christos Salatas.
Hey, Chet, Christos Salatas, DNA Greece. Hope you're doing well. What is that aspect that you would like to develop in your rookie season in the NBA And what does it mean for you to be the #1 draft pick in the 2022 NBA draft?
You said what do I look forward to developing during the season?
Yes.
Yeah. So, I'm big on staying where my feet are and taking everything day by day. But I also have a plan and goals set forward. So, just continuing to work on my body every single day in the weight room. Nutritionally, what I'm eating, work on the court. Work on all variety of my skills. But most importantly, I want my jump shot to be pure and consistent. Because if you can shoot and play defense, you can play at any time in any game. So just making sure that my shot's consistent, is tight, is quick, and I can get it off, as well as not only tighten up my jump shot, but my moves, my handles, my all-around game in general.
Next, we'll go to Barry Tremmel.
Yeah, Chet, I'm with the Oklahoman in Oklahoma City. Wanted to ask about your defense. Clearly, your instincts and your rim protection are elite. How comfortable do you think you'll be guarding out on the perimeter? That's what they require out of big men these days. How comfortable are you out there with the switches and the things that go on in the modern NBA?
Yeah, I put a lot of work into, like I said, my body, but that's also my physical tools. I've been blessed with certain tools that you can't really work on, can't really teach. But my lateral movement and move my feet is definitely something I put a lot of emphasis on working on, and I feel like I can hold my own for sure, playing defense away from the rim as well as next to it.
When people talk about your instincts, is that something you're just born with, you think, in terms of when to challenge, when to jump, those kinds of things? Is that something you've always had?
I'd say it just comes from playing a lot of basketball. I've been playing basketball since I was like 9 years old, and for many years, almost every day. So just over time, just seeing different situations in basketball. Certain situations come up. They'll come up tomorrow. They'll come up a year from now. So just haven't seen them before. A lot of times, you can kind of see them before they happen.
Next, we'll go to Jace Frederick.
Hey, Chet, Jace from the St. Paul Pioneer Press. Does this week feel like kind of what you've been working towards your entire life? And then we've seen you dominate at every level, but do you feel like your game is almost best suited at the NBA level?
Yeah, it's definitely crazy coming into this week. I think every little kid imagines it. But to actually be here and now be sitting in New York City, a few days away from the draft, is definitely a blessing. I'm excited for it. And what was the second question?
We've seen you dominate the high school and the college level, but do you feel like with the NBA and the open floor and everything, like that's almost where your game is best suited to thrive?
I feel like no matter what level or what situation or what circumstances I'm in, I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to figure out how to be effective and help my team win. But I definitely see a lot of things in the NBA style of game that I feel like I could thrive in, with the spacing, with the speed, with kind of the run and gun. There's a 24-second shot clock. You're getting up and down for 48 minutes. I definitely think I have a lot of tools that are suited for that.
Next, we'll go to Adam Zagoria.
Hey, Chet, how you doing, man?
Good.
There's not really too many NBA comparisons for you. I'm wondering what you think are there any guys in the NBA that you look to? I mean, people say Durant, people say Kristaps Porzingis. I mean, you're so unique. I guess, who do you watch to draw comparisons from, and who are you similar, and how will you be different from any of those guys?
Yeah, I'm not trying to be any one player. I'm trying to be like the first me. So, I'm like a basketball junkie, so I watch a lot of basketball. And if I see somebody doing something that I think I can put in my game and be effective with, that's what I try to do. So I try to take different things from different players on both ends of the floor, and just try and add it to my game to, you know, create the best Chet.
Could you say who some of those players are? Like, do you watch Durant and Porzingis at all, or not really?
Yeah, of course.
So KD's one guy you see some similarities with?
KD's definitely somebody that I've tried to, that I have watched and tried to emulate some of the things that he does.
Thanks, man. Good luck.
Yes, sir.
Next, we'll go to Joe Mazzato.
Hi, Chad. Joe Masato with the Oklahoman. You're widely regarded to be a top 2 pick in this draft. I know you can't control it, but do you have a preference between Orlando and OKC?
At the end of the day, it's going to be a complete blessing to have an NBA jersey and put that hat on draft night. You know, no matter where it is, and it's not up to me at the end of the day. No matter where it is, you know, I'm going to lace my shoes up and get to work as soon as I touch down in the city. And, you know, I'm excited for that, wherever that is.
In this pre-draft process, what have you learned about the Thunder as an organization or Sam Presti as a GM?
You know, it's a great organization, great people within it. They know what they're doing. They have a proven track record of, you know, what they've done in the past, and they have a vision for what they're going to do in the future. So, great organization overall.
Next, we'll go to Jason Anderson.
Hi, Chet. Thanks for your time today. Jason Anderson with the Sacramento Bee. I get that you're not disclosing like where you've worked out, but can you tell us whether you've had any contact with the Kings or not during the pre-draft process?
I'm gonna just not really answer questions kind of regarding information like on teams that, you know, I've worked out for or contacted or anything like that. I'm gonna just hold off on that stuff.
How about the same fashion as that last question? Do you feel like you've learned anything about their organization and how they operate?
Yeah, I most definitely have. You know, I've done a lot of research on a lot of the top teams, you know, watching film and, you know, talking to different people. Again, good organization with a bright future.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Derek Parker.
Derek Parker, Inside Thunder. Chet, do you envision your role early in your NBA career being similar to the one you had at Gonzaga, or do you think you can immediately expand on that in the right situation?
I definitely think I can expand on a lot of the steps that I took last year. You know, I've been putting a lot of work into my body and my game, and you know, I'm excited to show that.
And the last question will go to Kobe Price.
Hey, Chet, thanks for the time. I know you're not talking about the specific workouts you did, but it was put out there that you visited the Magic in Orlando last week. I guess, what did you learn about Jeff, John, or the front office and what they're about in your visit?
Yeah, again, great people. It's kind of like a theme in the NBA. You know, great people. You know, they've been doing it for a long time. They've been working together for 30 years. So it's a 1-2 punch. You know, they got a vision for what they're trying to put together in Orlando. And again, I see them being successful.
And I know that you're close with, you know, former high school teammate of yours, Jalen Suggs. What has he told you about what it's like to play for the Magic, what it's like to be inside the organization? Have you asked him, you know, for tidbits about what it's like on the inside?
Yeah, definitely talked to him. I saw him recently, and you know, beyond just talking Orlando, you know, he gives me a lot of tips on the NBA. You know, we talk about the NBA a lot, and you know, he's giving me a lot of tips because, you know, he's been there, he's seen it. You know, I'm excited to go see it as well. So we talk a lot about the NBA.